we'll see. Trainor's been playing really well lately. Although Carter right on cue throws in a double bull for the cork there. So
Oh, great job taking there. Great rundown as well. Good job, Mike. Appreciate that. I'm looking forward to this one. This is one, Mike is a great friend of ours. It's all as most of these guys are. Andrew Trainor, Mike Carter. I'm gonna have to put my prediction out there. 9-5 to Michael Anthony Carter.
yeah, I think you're onto something with that one. I would for the first time today we're gonna pick the same person. I'm gonna take Carter myself. Donovan Hill jumping in 9-4 Carter. Kisei says Dynamite 9-5. I'm gonna take Carter as well. I'm gonna take Carter 9-7 though. I think Trainor's playing pretty well. So, but I'm gonna
I
take
think
Carter
Al
as well.
agrees, Sheila. He's pulling for his buddy Andrew Trainor. Carter starting it off, gets the cork, goes right off the bat, double 16, triple 20, single 20, gets a fantastic start right on the first game of 701. As we said, this is a race to 9, alternate start, 701, double in, double out, split bull. It'll be 2 legs of that, 2 legs of cricket, 701, back and forth as we go. Race to 9, first to 9 wins. So, as you mentioned, it looks like a lot of the way is heading towards Mike's way, and I'd like to put it out there. One of the reasons for that is mainly because we see Carter has been on a lot of those big events and traveling and done really well on stream. Right, he just came out of Bullshooter Chicago with a huge win with who we mentioned earlier, Kevin Luke, in the doubles. Is it 01 or cricket? My mind's
Cricket.
blanking. That's right.
Yeah,
And your trainer, unfortunate on the first round. That's right. And so I had a blank there. But Devils cricket in one of the toughest events in the nation of the year, right? And then, coming off that kind of high, I think it's going to be tough for Andrew to sit there and try and keep up. I'm not saying that he can't. I think he's a fantastic shooter, and this first leg is just not going so well for him.
Yeah, I mean that Carter and Kevin Luke had was pretty impressive, man. They beat Elliot Milk and Alex Spellman. They beat Jules and Maloney. They beat I can't even remember who else they beat. And then they double dipped the Spain team. I mean, it was a tremendous bracket. So big kudos
Yeah,
to
I
that. Big
agree.
shout out.
I mean, getting the messages of Carter saying he just took down, and you're just in awe, going, yeah. If there's teams to win it, Kevin Luke, Mike Carter, they're a fantastic duo together. It's the first time I've seen them shoot together. It may have been the first time they shot together, but holy cow, did they work together and shoot some great darts.
Yeah, they
Let's
played
see.
phenomenal.
We got James on the Carter train as well. Yeah, I mean, I think Andrew just needs a couple seconds, a couple minutes to get his legs, get his feet wet, get in there, get comfortable, and then he's going to start firing like we know he can. He's a fantastic shooter. Sean says some great games. Can't get off his phone. That's good to hear. That's what we want to see. That's what we're trying to display out of these Arizona dart players, right? We want the darts to speak for themselves, and they certainly have here today. I agree with you. They should be taking a 5-minute break, let alone, I know Redmond and I could definitely use a break here and there. But, it's our choice as well. We're enjoying the show just as much as you are, so I don't want to step away at all.
Carter gonna go for the big fish if he hits the 2.
He's going to go for it. He's going to put on a show with Andrew at 422. He's going to do whatever he wants, He's going to go in and hit the bull there. Ooh, just misses outside of it. So, let's see. We've got our predictions here. What do you think's the over-under? We'll say all 9 marks, only 9 marks. Cricket or 01.
Only 9 marks. Only 9 marks in cricket. Man, I'm feeling. I'm gonna say 7. I'm gonna say 7 in cricket.
I like that number. I'm going to have to say it's going to be an over, I think, on cricket.
Yeah.
But I like that number.
I could see that. I could see that being over. I don't know if it'll be much over, just due to the limited number of games.
Exactly. I agree with that. Carter going up, single 18, has double 16 left to take the first leg, hits a single 8, still leaves himself a nice out just outside the wire. Now, I tell you what, Andrew, the last 2 rounds, put in some good darts to sit there and get himself back in this leg. Now, if he could have sat there a little more on that last round, he did hit a 140, could have left himself an out. He's looking to give himself an opportunity next round if he gets the same shot. So he's at 117 left. Carter going up with the double 12 to win the first leg.
It's funny. I was just getting ready to say that Carter. He left 50. He was shooting 170. It's 6 starts from 170 and only hit 120 points in 6 starts to leave 50. And he kind of made a mess of that 50. So
Yes, he did.
I was like, could get a little
Yep.
could get a little shaky there. So
Yeah. Being first leg, that's probably the first leg jitters there. Even though Andrew and it could go both ways, right? When we're looking at that, and because Carter could see that Andrew's struggling, so he didn't really force the shot. But then Andrew came on, so it could have gone either way at the end there. Looks like we're starting to get a little bit of a stutter on this stream, huh?
Yeah, I was just noticing that as well. 4 mark to open there from Andrew.
Yep. And Carter goes up, hits a 7 mark to follow, takes a point lead, all 19s.
Yep.
Appreciate that, Al. Yeah, come on back. There's going to be fantastic matches coming up. We still got 3 more after this. Carter throws another 7 mark under there.
Yeah.
There we go. It looks like the stream for us has picked up a little bit better. So we've got Andrew going up, throwing a 4 mark, still not in the point lead. Carter's going to shut it down with his first start. Take a look at the 18. Shuts that down. Are we going to get it? Oh, hits a single 19 for more points. No fireball for him yet. Well, who knows? He may have had that. I don't think that's his drink of choice, but well, with Redmond there.
Oh, I was gonna say only when he's at the bar with some specific person.
You're not lying. All right, so Carter's sitting there throwing that big boy average right away, 7-0 through 3 rounds, and he's going to be looking at more points here. He's trying to stay confident and play that big dart game. 4 19s, hits a single 17 to try and shut it down.
And so we got Carter up 1-0 here and in control of this leg. Looks like he threw a couple of Maloney doubles there.
Yeah, he does. Let's see. We've got Mr. Dynamite Carter, sponsored by Super Darts, weighing with his 18-gram Super Dart version 2 barrel. I know a lot of players out here in Arizona actually have those and really like them. I'm pretty sure, aren't you shooting with a set of those right now as well, huh?
Absolutely. It's my favorite dart that I've ever owned. I made the switch actually the weekend I played with Birdman for the bull shooter and never went back.
Nice. Carter's been playing for 13 years, came out here from Illinois, was shooting there. I remember the first week or two he was in town. I was running the business at that time, the vending business, and running a local tournament on a Wednesday night, and we got drawn together. At that time, he was probably only about a 3-1, 3-2 on his Darts Live card, and nobody really knew what he was. So we walked in and we beat everybody on that tournament. But it was great to see how he came alive after a certain Darts Live event and who he played against and how that outcome came.
It is kind of funny that's I state that all the time. He went to Vegas probably 3-8 and came back from Vegas like a 4-8.
Yeah, I mean, when you sit there and go on stage on stream and you put up stats and you beat one of the biggest names in the U.S. and one of the hottest names in the U.S. at that time, still one of the top players, that's going to boost your confidence. And everybody knows that this game is definitely a head game. If you've got your confidence, you're going to be a lot better player.
Yeah,
Thanks
and
for
his
joining us, William Fraley.
Carter's opponent here, Mr. Trainor. He's playing with the Winmau MVG Trilogy 20-gram darts. Um, he's been playing since he was 15, and his favorite singles win was the Singles State Steel Tip Championship 2023. So he's been the captain of the team, the Scottsdale team that's won the state championship 3 years in a row. So congratulations to him on that. And yeah,
Yeah, great stuff, man. Andrew Trainor, even now we're talking about him. He's putting pressure on Carter. He got the point lead on that last round, and he's pushing Carter right back into the game here. So now he's got the point lead. Curious what he's going to go for. Pretty sure he should shoot trip 19 first start, but he's probably going to try and get the 15 bed to ensure that he's got something to look at.
yeah. I think if it were me here, 15 would be the first start. I would definitely try and get that 19 out of there, so you're not battling 57 points against 45 points. But
Oh, he goes single 19, single 19. He just goes for the double and misses inside, then misses the triple 10. See, this is where that strategy right there. I like the look knowing that, hey, you're under pressure, but hey, you missed that shot, right? You just gave Carter 6 free darts. And so hitting that 15 leaves yourself an opening if you hit it. And so Carter's struggling on that 19. The first two hits, 2 singles, does hit the triple. Now on the point lead. Now Andrew right back in the position we were on the last one where he has to go 15 now. Misses 15, goes for the bullseye. Watching Adam Zavada from earlier. And so
yeah.
let's see. Carter going up, hits single 15 on the first, misses into a 2.
Pump fake.
Yeah, he's moving around a little bit, trying to get it in there. Does slide it into the trip 15. Yeah, that's pretty much securing this leg. Bar anything that Andrew does on the bulls, he's gonna have to go up and do it. Do what Adam Svada did, the 5-4, 5-5 on the bulls. He does get a double pull and closes the 19 on the first miss. Carter with 3 bulls to win.
Yeah.
Takes it down. 3 bulls, 3 up, 3 down. Gets them 2-0 to Carter. This now is a good time. What's that?
Did you hear Alyssa Evans?
Oh, I could hear over everybody. So, yep. Nobody better, she says. All right, so let's. Now's a good time. I'm Tim Goodwin, commentating today. As we said, we just put this together, trying to do the best we can. This is our first time going together. Oh, look at that! Right off the bat, we have a fireball. 120 start for Mike Carter. I'm Tim Goodwin. Welcome to the stream. Appreciate you guys tuning in, watching. Hope you're enjoying the commentary. Hope you're enjoying the darts even more. We've got 7 fantastic matches up today. We've already finished 3. We had Adam Zavada, who moved on over Mike Scarborough. We have Jay Sue, who moved on over Chuck Pulio, and Chris Watson on the last match over Jamie Haveman. Currently, we've got Mike Carter versus Andrew Trainor. Race to 9. Format is alternate start, 701, double in, double out. 701, cricket, and so on to the first winner of 9. We have 3 more matches as this will play out tournament style. And next up we'll have, let's see, we'll have JC versus Adam Savada. So there's definitely some bigger darts, or better darts, the non-stop action coming your way. If you're going to continue to watch, we're looking forward to it. Please join us in the chat. Let us know what you think, where you're from, how you're feeling. We love to banter back and forth and communicate. So hope you're enjoying it.
Yeah, I'm pretty excited. I mean, we got a great match coming up next. It looks like we're going to do a feed restart after this match. We'll restart the feed, kind of give it a little refresher and get it up to date, and then we'll be back with the semis and then on to the finals.
Definitely. Now I want to say appreciate you joining us today, Mike. This has been great working with you back and forth here. It's been fantastic. Again, like we mentioned a couple times, it's like us sitting at the table just BSing about the game we love and watching players that we get to play with, all the time.
Yeah, I appreciate you having me. I appreciate Scarborough giving us the opportunity to do this. I appreciate you letting me tag along and like you said, man, just talk a bunch of BS and enjoy some good darts.
Man, definitely. And thanks, Jane. Appreciate that. Thanks for the nice comments. We definitely appreciate it. Any confidence boosters you send our way is just going to make us think like we're doing a great job and love it. So maybe we'll continue to do it. We'll see. Who knows? But this is the first day, the first event of this kind here in Arizona Premier League. 8 of the top players in the USA are invited that are accepted the invites that are fighting against each other. This will happen more than just today. There's going to be a few more days, tournament style, just like this. So can't wait to see where this thing takes us.
Looks like Carter's primed to go up 3-0 here.
Harold from Arnold, Missouri. Can't wait for the next one. Hey, buddy. One of my best friends from Missouri, to be honest, went to college with this guy. Glad to see you're watching the stream. Hope you're enjoying it, buddy. Love you. Carter takes this leg with a 4.42 over a 3.17. So that puts up Carter 3-0. So this is starting to look like somewhat what we expected, but hopefully Andrew Trainor's gonna sit there and start getting and digging in, start firing off, seeing some fireworks.
Yeah,
Douglas
we
says the
never want to
stream's pretty
see.
awesome. Yeah, I agree. Something's happened. It's just kind of on our end for the stream. We'll probably just reset it to make sure that we don't have any issues going down the line.
Yeah, it's good. It's good for the stream to see great darts. We never want to see somebody get shut out or get 9 threes or anything like that. So we definitely want Trainer to plow in a couple of huge legs here and bring this thing back and make this a match.
Definitely, we want to see the competition fight here, right? And so it's going to happen. You're going to have legs that you wish you could redo. You're going to have legs like your darts you wish you could take back. That's one thing. Let's talk about that for a minute. When we look at the mentality of the game, right? How do you personally, Mike, get ready and move on from a tough round or a tough leg, knowing that you're going up and you're going to have to compete? Where you just sat there, now you're down. What do you think's going on mentally in Trainor's mind?
Yeah, I mean, realistically, you just got to have short term memory. It's so difficult to do. We talk about it all the time about darts being so mental and it's everything in the head, but you just got to have short term memory. You just got to remember you only get 3 darts every time you go to the board, and whatever you do with them, and then that three is it's you can't do anything different with them. So, here he plows in a
Well
huge
said.
180 for a nice fireball
Shows it
there.
up. Fireball. Yep. Shows up. Hits
So,
that 180, just like you said. Does shake it off.
yeah, I
Yeah,
mean
I
that's all.
agree.
That's
The short-term memory is great. The pressure is great, but this type of event is allowing us to sit there and have these guys play against each other at this level on stream. So you got to think. What do you think about their feelings on the experience from this event alone?
So what I think all these players love and one thing that they can never forget and even being down 3-0 it's a long format. It's race to 9. It's not like it's a race to 5 where you're kind of up against it already. It's a long format. You can get a couple breaks. So you just mentally, being on stream. I don't know if Trainors had a lot of stream experience. I'm not sure of his total stream experience. I know Carter's got a ton, so that kind of plays in his favor a little bit. But I don't think Trainors want to shy away from it either. So
No, I think he's the type that he's going to sit there and normally, it might be the singles event or whatever. He's definitely been on stream for bullshitter events. He's been on stream for AZ Open events, and with some of the different things that have been local or that they've traveled to. And I agree, Carter has a ton of experience. He's had the likes of playing with the top players in the nation. Kevin Luke at the bullshitter, Jules Van Dongen at the PBD the last couple of years. There's he definitely has experience on his belt right now compared to Trainer. But in my opinion, I think Andrew Trainor's going to use that against him. You'd hope.
Yeah, I mean, it's it's just kind of
Ooh,
one thing at a time. We got
unfortunate
some
double 11.
super. Yeah, it's unfortunate there. League 21.
Yeah, and what I mean by that is you'd think that Carter would have the pressure, right? Being that he has the most experience, being that he's going to be, the little higher player, and shows that
Ooh,
experience right there. Trip 20, double eight, takes down the fourth leg, 4-0, Mike Carter against Andrew Trainor.
what a check out. That's a great shot.
Great shot under the buckle. Andrew just missing a leave, and Carter takes full advantage. Again, I'm
Carter's one of
calling
those
these
guys, man.
Mikes by their last names, as there are way too many Mikes in this conversation today.
Yeah, we do have a lot of us here. uh, and man, once again, while we're kind of waiting for this leg to get kicked off and running, man, I can't thank Scarborough enough for putting this together and giving these guys in Arizona a chance to showcase how good they really are. Super
100%.
super important that the whole
It's
whole
great
country
to
sees
see.
it.
It's great to see an idea come to fruit, right, and come to life here, and then to see these guys pulling this off, going up, showing what they've got, and putting up some big stats, some big numbers, some big legs. This is it's wonderful to see, especially locally here in Arizona.
Yeah, absolutely, I couldn't agree more.
So far, the predictions are definitely leaning Mike's way. Carter is really just not letting off whatsoever. He's staying consistent, solid. Not throwing the biggest numbers up yet, but definitely staying right above that average.
Yeah, it'd be nice to see. Be nice to see Trainer plowing a 180 here. I bring this back.
Right on top of it. Trip 19 hits a single. He's in the leg.
Ooh.
This is one of those. Hey, Andrews, you're waiting for that opportunity for Mike to miss, and you take advantage, but you want to stay right on his heels until this opportunity here. This is one that he's not going to get very often from Mike Carter. He's throwing him 41, leaves 430. Andrew Trainor at 497. He hits a big ton 40 here. He takes the darts.
And he needs it. He needs it for his confidence. He needs it to try and flip this match around. And yeah, 100 is
He does put
solid
100,
there.
so staying right in reach, and so he's going to give himself an opportunity. He hits a big round next round.
It's
Oh,
probably not 100% what he was looking for, but Carter lets him off the hook with a single one there on the first start.
he does bounce back, hits trip 20, single 20 right on top after that, leaving 349 again. This is where Andrew can take control of his leg. If he goes up and hits big ton 40 here, he could take control of the leg. Single 20, one on top of the 19. Goes, switches both numbers. One holds the 18. Unfortunate, but does stay right on top of him, so he's close.
This is going to be that gritty leg. This might be the shot that pulls away right here. That's a fireball.
Fireball, 180. Does not leave himself out. He wasn't going to be able to leave himself an out based on where he was at, anyways. But yeah, great to see a ton 80. Let's see if Andrew can follow. Hits a 100. He's going to get. He's just right on the heels. See if Carter can set himself up. Hit another trip 19. Oh, he goes down and opts for the 17. It's another trip 20, leaving 46. Interesting way to go about it.
What do you fancy on 46 here, Tim?
14 double 16's the easy out for sure, right? And that's exactly where we're going to go. There's no bust, no pressure. The percentage shot is there. You can choose the 10 or 6 if you'd like, but oof, just shy. Here it is again, as we talked about earlier. Guy's missing big numbers. Doesn't matter to him, doesn't phase him. Hits a double 16 to win that leg. Goes up 5-0 against Andrew Trainor.
Yeah, it's a good recovery from Carter, especially after missing the 14.
Yeah, and we've seen that quite a bit today. Guys missing it. Previously, it was because they were trying to leave themselves that double bull out, and nobody's gotten a look at that double bull yet because of it.
Two on the wire there.
The chairman is in the house. I'm pretty sure I know who that is. Some controversy over some large list. That looking forward to
Oh,
another great event next year.
that's a fireball.
Matt Mistretta asks, nice shot. Fireball for Mike Carter. Matt Mistretta asks, who got Scarborough Savada? Well, it was a great match. Savada ended up beating Mike Scarborough 9-3. Our second match of the day was JC versus Chuck Pulio. JC edged that one out with a 9-7 victory. Last match was Jamie Haven versus Chris the Bar Darter Watson. Watson ended up winning 9-5, and I'm sorry, what was that one? 9-2.
Yeah.
And then we've got our fourth match of the day, Mike Carter versus Andrew Trainor. Currently 5-0 to Mike Carter. Andrew trying to put a fight up against Carter on the 17s, only getting 4 out of that.
Carter putting in
Thanks
an
to all
impressive
for.
6.0.
No, he misses first dart. Not too happy where that laid. Closes it, second dart. It's 16, single. Still running 5.33, a great stat there. Andrew's going to need to sit there and put together a big stack on these 16s to get back in the leg. Hits 5 mark. It's within reach, but I don't think it's going to be good enough. The consistent that Carter's throwing in right now, he's going to go up trip 15, double 16, probably go for the Maloney double just because. Does go for it, misses, and here's that bang. It's a trip 15 on the third dart, leaving the 16s for Andrew. So this is an opportunity for Andrew that he hasn't had yet, but he needs to sit there and pile it in.
I'd probably pop that 20 because you only need a single.
Yeah, I would have after that second dart, agreed, and so that you'd sit there and still leave 2, but he's still got 19s and sitting right next to 16, so that's a tough choice to make. For one, Carter isn't going to look at the 20s when he's going to be moving over to the 16 next. So he takes a look third dart after blocking himself shooting the 7s on the first 2 darts. Trainor again. Now this is where he's got to look at that 21st dart. I mean, you've got to shut him down here, right? Goes for the 19, just misses the triple, goes back 16 to pile in more points. Only gets 2 16s.
Yeah, I kind of get where I get where he's coming from with the shot. I just think getting rid of that 20, it's only a single, so you crack that
Yeah,
20.
I agree. I think that first start is a confident start, right? And then you take a look. Some could say that again, Carter was shooting at the 19, so he's probably seeing that as he's watching the darts. Instead, he should be paying attention to, exactly what he should be looking at, and not where Carter's throwing, right?
Yeah, for
So,
sure, I agree.
Carter gonna walk up, go with the 20. Smith's on top, takes a cover shot, hits it, shuts down the 16. Great shot by Mark Carter there. Puts him up in the point lead. 3 bowls left. Trainor's now under the gun to smash as many bowls as possible.
Instead of
Gets a
shooting the
single,
Maloney double. Shot that
Hey,
nice little five.
that's right. Here it is. He goes up, hits 5 bowls, just like what Adam did earlier. If you guys were watching, we had a fantastic comeback game leg where we saw 5 bowl after 5 bowl and an unsuspected turnaround on a leg. It was a and win by Adam Savada. It was fantastic to watch.
I think I would have liked to see Carter pile in 60 more points there.
I agree. Trainor's finding that bullseye with ease right now. Hits 4 more there, gets in the lead. 1 triple ties the lead here. Somebody must have kicked the camera there.
I think he's got to stay. He's got to stay all up top or down low, wherever he's going with it.
Yeah, he's going to try and, there's no reason not to go with that 20 there because one triple would have tied the score, right? Anywhere else you have to hit 2 darts to get tie or lead. And so does pack in a 7 mark on them 20s.
Fall out there for Trainor on that 20.
Yeah, and that's, it was definitely bittersweet right there. He fell out, hit the 20, but he blocked himself from the bull what he really needed. Now Carter walking up with a free look at the bulls, hits single, misses, and then hits double to finish that leg. Now going up 6-0 against Andrew Trainor.
Sheesh.
Let's see. Daniel Hisback with a new change. It says 9-3. Mike Maloney asked what the score of Savada and Scarborough was. It was 9-3 in Savada's favor. Carter starting this leg, trip 20, trip 18. Does he do it? Fireball. White horse for Mike
fireball
Carter.
action.
Let's see. I want to thank
Good to
everybody
see
for
Mike
stopping
Malone.
into the stream. Hope you're enjoying the show. My name's Tim Goodwin. First time commentating on stream here. Second time, and then joined by Mike Scarborough, both local dart players in Arizona. Just wanting to try and help out with what we're doing here and what Mike Scarborough thankfully was put together. Fantastic little show here with the Premier League format
Look at this.
of 8 of the top players in the U.S. Oh,
Look
back
at
to
this.
back. Fireball. Look at that. Carter putting a show on here as we talk about it. Throws in back-to-back white horses. Could sit there and, he's, well, Andrew Trainor throws 3 bulls. There's, not too much more he can do here. Double bull, single bull, can't take the win. Misses the trip 20, closes the bulls. Now Trainor's under the gun here. He's not really going to have much luck, but he can throw in a white horse and put a lot of pressure because if he can leave Carter 5 15s to hit, could be trouble. Oh, he shoots the wrong dart.
There
Shoots
it
trip
is.
19, hits that white horse, fireball. Throws Carter right under the bus at 15s or 16s. Does finish off with a trip 16. Great game, great leg. 6.5 against a 6.33. That was fantastic. Andrew Trainor not giving up one bit on that leg whatsoever and giving himself the opportunity if he could have got back in. But Carter was just on fire there. Trip 3-9 or 2-9 marks, closes the bulls, then finishes it off with a 5 mark and 16s. Great shot, Mike Carter. Andrew Trainor looks a little frustrated here. Misses all 3 darts at the double. Gives Mike Carter this switch.
What a game Carter just put out there. It's terrific.
Definitely. That's that's someone we're expecting to see a little more of here today. Being the first run, we hope for it. We love to see it. And I think there's definitely more to come. We've got some, these guys are just starting to get warmed up. Carter going up, double 16, triple 20, triple 20. A perfect start for him in a double in, double out format.
So Carter went white horse, single bull, double bull, miss, 5 mark to win the game, 152 in.
Yeah, he is feeling it. He's found his weight of his dart, the stroke, and there it is. Fireball, 180 for Mike Carter.
Wow.
Patrick Birdtail says Trainor needs to step up the game 100%. When somebody's shooting as hot as Carter is right now, everybody would need to step up their game.
Got to put him under pressure. Got to figure out a way to get him under pressure somehow.
That's right. You've got to sit there and try and, you've got to hit some big darts. Keep putting him under there. 180 may take him up, but the way Mike Carter's feeling right now, I don't see that happening. He does put in a 140, calms himself down, but yeah, that's a great shot. But man, with Mike Carter shooting that 43 right now, going second, has the darts, he's only going to need, well, let's see, he's going to set himself up with a 160. Oh, just outside. The way he's shooting, he's only going to need 6 darts. So, and that's how some Trainor can do here with a 4.24. He's going to need at least 9.
It's a good
does
cover
pile
shot
in a 134. Great cover shot. Throws the blocker up. Decides to move down the 19. Smashes 2 trip 19s. Fantastic to see. Smart play there too. Cover shots are definitely not used as much as players, in the U.S. we would like to see, especially with the amount of what we.
Is Carter gonna go double bull, single bull, double bull on this 125, Timmy?
With him where he's at, why not, right? 19, doesn't leave himself a 2 dart out. Hits the trip 20, hits a 14 to leave 6, double 16. Great shot there. I like that move. You know, I don't think he goes bull double bull, but I think he go bull trip 20 double 20 was his goal, right?
Yeah.
Agreed. Daniel Husback says Andrew is a solid shooter. Just got to find that groove. 100%. You know, we all know the talent level that Andrew has. You know, he's not displaying it here as much as he'd like for sure. Carter wins that with a 36.89 against 27.86, pushing Carter to the pushing him on the edge. He's at up to 8-0. One more leg and it's over, as this is a race of 9. Agreed, but Andrew is a fantastic shot. We've seen his game. He can play against the best of these guys. He deserves to be here. And, you know, unfortunate so far, but you never know what's going to happen. Carter being as hot as he is right now, it's very unlikely that Trainor's going to come back, but it's not impossible.
I hope he gets like 5 legs of the way back. At least to make it interesting.
Agreed. I mean, it would be fun to see. Carter wouldn't like that, you know. So, but he wants to sit there and finish this in a hurry and move on to the next and be done with it. But you know, thinking about this, right? This is only the first day. So even if Trainer goes and says, "Yeah, man, it just didn't work. It didn't happen," he's going to be able to sit there and take this experience into the next event of this caliber, and know, hey, I have this experience now. I've been here. And it's going to step him up. As you can see, he's starting to get comfortable. Way too late, but he's starting to hit his big darts. Does take advantage, takes the lead against Mike Carter.
That was a nice
Daniel
134
Husbeck says, on fire, Carter is tough to beat for sure. Yeah, 100%. I mean, he is one of the top players in the nation, you know, especially when he's on fire. You can see that he does have the accolades and you know, he's been on plenty of streams recently. The bull shooter event that he played with Kevin Luke took down the pro doubles cricket together, as well as he's taken down a lot of big events over the last few years for sure. Mike Carter with a 99, taking the lead barely, but Andrew Trainor has the opportunity to sit there and take the lead and get the advantage in this leg. His trip 21st start, 140 does take advantage of the leg here.
Nice
so,
to see
barring anything,
Trainor's last 9, 134, 140, 140.
There you go. Yeah, you know, it might have been that point where he's not giving up, but knows that, hey, I just need to relax and throw. 137 by Carter does take the lead, but Andrew has effectively stolen the darts here. So if he can sit there and throw in 6 good darts, he's going to be in great shape. Trip 21st dart. Ooh, unfortunate. His 2 1s, but he does leave himself the big fish.
You got to get one on the stream, right?
Right? Oh, Carter says, you know what? If you're going to hit it, here's all the pressure. High ton fireball. All right, here we go. Let's see it. Let's make it. Here's the first triple. Ooh, slides right off the flight. Does hit a second triple, couldn't pressure. So Carter doesn't have a free look. It's still under pressure. Double 19 is not the easiest, but he smashes it first start, ending the match 9-0. Great darts, Carter. Unfortunate for Andrew Trainor. Did have some rounds, didn't have his best day. We all know he's better than this, and we look forward to seeing him again. You know, take this experience, move up, and yeah, I mean, he's